What's up, everybody? Keith Mitchell here, and over the weekend, I released a video talking about CD Projekt Red's ongoing battle to fix the ongoing issues in Cyberpunk 2077. And I asked two questions. Basically, should they have canned the last generation version of the game on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One? And should they release the game in the form it's in? Well, as of today, both of those questions have been answered, and the answer is yeah, they should have cut the cord, and yeah, they should have delayed the game. Today, CD Projekt Red released an update basically stating that, hey, we apologize for not showing off the console version of the game, and yes, we apologize for releasing the game that's been in development for 8 years and has been delayed numerous times in the form that it's in. It is very buggy, it has a lot of performance issues. Again, we talked about this in the last video. People on Twitter, Reddit, multiple internet forums, multiple outlets have talked about the same thing. So we're here to talk about what's going to happen next. Well, today they did announce a apology of sorts. Take it as you may. I don't know. I don't think this is, I don't like this apology, to be 100% honest. I do not like what they said. The messaging is all wrong. But I'll leave that up to you to decide. That said, I want to break down this messaging. And again, this is not to throw any jabs at CD Projekt Red or say that the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One are junk consoles. I'm not here to say any of that. This is basically just me being subjective, me reacting to the news, and obviously my formed opinions on this. You can either agree with me or disagree. That's fine. I'm not here to start any kind of debates or frustrate people. I'm here to inform. All right. So first and foremost, I'm glad that they're not jumping on working on patches and updates right now. And the reason I say this is because the developers, the people who worked on the game, the heroes that you don't see, the people who are being subjected to this work, get to have a break. They get to have a holiday. They get to celebrate Christmas or whatever they celebrate with their family and our friends, even though we are in a COVID-19 world. They deserve that time off. They shouldn't be under the gun, under the whip, to basically be forced to fix the game, because we already seeing they were already under this constraint before. It was delayed 4 or 5 times, and we're still having issues. And I don't blame the developers. I blame the people managing the company who are basically saying, get this done, get this done, get this done. And they should have delayed the game. Multiple people have said this. The game should have been delayed until 2021. We've all seen the issues with the game. We all were worried about the performance on the consoles. CD Projekt Red said nothing about the consoles, and they finally admitted that. We were saying this for months, that they haven't really been showing us anything about PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Even when they showed us the gameplay snippets, it was PlayStation 4 Pro and PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X. And not everybody has those consoles, so yeah, that was a big deal. Everybody wanted to see how it performed on base consoles, and we simply did not get that. Okay, fine. But going back to the developers, I'm glad they're not being punished for this. However, once January comes, I know full well that they are going to be in the office or at home or wherever they're doing the work, and they will be micromanaged, and they will be pressured to get these updates done for both January and both February, which we'll have to wait and see if more crunch is introduced. It's just unfortunately the way it is. CD Projekt Red knows that their reputation has been ruined, and they are on a mission to fix this. Circling back around, I also wanted to talk real quick. There was a mention from the CEO of CD Projekt Red stating that the performance on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One wasn't just running well, it was surprisingly well. I have no idea what version of the game this guy played, because he's flat out lied to everybody. Everybody. If I had my way, this fool would be refunding everybody's money for the game. That's just me. That's just, they're talking about we're sorry for misleading you. That was super misleading. You said these things ran well. Based on what I'm seeing and what everybody else is seeing from the Outerhaven and on Twitter and everywhere on the internet, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions run like crap. And if you need more evidence of that, look at the videos from Digital Foundry, who always do great analysis. Look at the analysis of the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro version. That game does not run well on those consoles. So I have no idea what he was watching, or what he was playing, but we didn't play that same game. If he's got some kind of secret super version of the consoles in his office somewhere. We need to see that, because yeah, that was a flat out lie. Again, that's just me. Secondly, they're saying that you can get refunds. Now, before this broke, Sony had already started offering people refunds. Some were hit and miss. Some they had to contact multiple times to get a refund, but ultimately they did get refunds if you purchased a game on PlayStation, the PlayStation Store. Now, Xbox is also getting in on this. If you purchase a game from them through Xbox Store, Microsoft Store, they are now starting to refund people, because this is just so rampant right now with the issues with the game. And it's good faith from Sony and Xbox, or Sony and Microsoft, to allow refunds for their consumer base. Yeah, it's hurting them. Yeah, it's not their fault, but it's good faith. And it's holiday time, and they understand people want their money back and don't want to wait for a flawed product to be fixed. So I applaud both Sony and Microsoft for allowing these refunds. Good job, guys. Keep this up. What's interesting now is I'm watching the dynamic on Twitter from people who were going towards, hey, this is a great game, there's no issues, everything is fine, insert gif of everything is fine while everything is on fire. And then there are those who were saying originally, no, this game is in a bad place, it has problems, this needs to be addressed, CD Projekt Red needs to be held accountable. Now, we're watching these people who were playing the game, observing the game, watching the game from the outside or in the inside with rose-tinted blinders on, not paying attention to what exactly is happening here, to now going, hey, you're right, this game is bad. Maybe it should have skipped the PlayStation and Xbox One. Maybe the game should have been delayed. There are some very prominent people who were defending this game originally, now coming back and saying, yeah, this game has a lot of problems. And I'm not going to fault people like that, because everybody is entitled to their opinions. Everybody has beliefs, some stronger than others, and sometimes they just need to be shown the light for them to come around and go, you know what, you're right. But it takes a big person to admit when they're wrong. So I applaud those people for coming out and realizing that, CD Projekt Red did attempt to pull the wool over our eyes. And talking about pulling wool over our eyes, yes, I'm a gaming journalist. Yes, I'm a tech journalist, but I'm also a consumer. Yes, sometimes I get sent stuff to review, and people say it's for free, but it's not for free, because I have to do work. I have to review these games. I have to put in what I feel is good about the game, what's bad about the game, and that's a lot of work, especially with a big blockbuster game like this, which everybody was waiting for. It was hyped for so many years. It comes out in this state, and it's like, oh boy, where do I start? And then again, going back to where they basically did not show us anything about the PlayStation, Xbox versions, and then come out and go, surprise, it's shit. And we're like, well, great. Now what do we do? At the very least, you're able to get refunds off of the PlayStation Network and also Xbox stores. Now, like I said, they were offering refunds on PlayStation over the weekend, but you had to try multiple times. Now they're just offering it to you. If you purchase a game in stores, Target, Best Buy, physical copies on Amazon, GameStop, wherever, you can go back to those stores and say, hey, can I get a refund? Now, that may be hit or miss, because some stores just don't give out refunds. I would imagine that at least GameStop is aware of the situation, and I'm pretty sure Best Buy will also help you out. Amazon is really accommodating with these kind of things. If you go to them and show them the press release, they may go and go, all right, send it back, we'll give you back your money. But again, your mileage may vary. And CD Projekt Red has also created an email address for you to contact them directly if you purchase a physical copy and can't get your money back. As it stands right now, you have two options. You can either get your refund back or wait it out. That's up to you. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but if you ask for my recommendation, get a refund. The reason why I say this is the refund window from anybody is likely going to be limited, and they're only doing it right now to minimize damage. This is damage control on CD Projekt Red's part. This is goodwill from Sony and Microsoft right now. I would get the refund. I would wait to see if the game improves with the patches in January and February, and then make a decision to whether you want to buy the game again. But at the very least, you have your money in your pocket, and you don't go back and say, well, I could have refunded the game and I didn't. Now I got this game I'm never going to play. That is the best call. Or wait it out. That's up to you. I would get my refund back. I would get my money back. We received review copies for the PlayStation 4 and PC. I purchased my PC version. I've already contacted the company that sent me the review copy and basically told them, we're still deciding on if we're going to conduct our review right now or if we're going to delay it, which is a conversation that we're having internally, because here's where we stand with this. If we delay our review, we are pretty much giving CD Projekt Red the benefit of the doubt they're going to fix the problems. At the same time, we're not holding their feet to the fire. We're not holding them accountable, which is we really should. We should be holding them accountable for releasing the game in the form that it's in right now. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic. We want to do right by you, the consumer, but we also want to do right by you as the consumer by telling you, hey, this is how the game is right now, versus maybe it'll get better in a couple months. So we haven't 100% decided what we're going to do. We should have a statement on that on our site later on today or tomorrow. But yeah, if you're going to pick up the game on an Xbox or PlayStation right now, I would say wait. I'd even say PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, I would wait, just because they do run better because they have the power to brute force the game, which means there is optimization issues, but they don't have any next gen features, which was supposed to come out early 2021. I would imagine, and as I said in my last video, that this might be delayed because they're trying to push and fix the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions, and hey, I wasn't too far off with that, was I? So I don't know when we'll see the next gen versions of the game. That's a good question. No idea. Again, I would just get my refund and I would just wait and watch the game. I would hold CD Projekt Red accountable for the situation that we're in right now. And if you really must play the game and you have a capable PC, play it on PC. If you don't have a capable PC, it does play well on GeForce Now. It even plays decently on Stadia. Surprise, surprise. We have a rare instance where Stadia actually runs better than the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So I would take advantage of that if you really must need to play the game. There we are. That's it in a nutshell. Again, this is not to frustrate people. This is not to point fingers. Again, this is just a point to provide logical feedback and news as the ongoing issue with CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk 27 continues. If you like the content, please be sure to like, or if you don't like it, then don't like it, then just thumbs down. But if you do like it, thumbs up all the way, guys. Comments below. We're always receptive to feedback. We reply back to our comments most of the time. And be sure to hit the notification bell so you know when new content from us is released. We would really love for you to tell us what you think about this content. We're a small channel on YouTube, and as we said before, we're trying to get into doing more YouTube-based footage or news or blast, because we traditionally do everything over at the Outerhaven, but we want to move more into doing video format. So your feedback, your critique is critical for how we proceed. You guide us, so help guide. That said, if you like the content, keep coming back. Again, notification bell, and we'll be back soon. If we don't put out any more content before the end of the holidays, which we may, please enjoy yourself. Have fun with your family, your friends. Be safe out there. Wear a mask. If you do get access to the COVID vaccine, please take it. Make us all safe. We're in a situation where we have hundreds of thousands of people getting sick, thousands of people dying, and it's getting worse every day. We need a fix. We need a stop. No matter what part of the world you're in, help us help everybody else. Get your vaccination shots. Even if you don't believe in vaccinations, do this one, please. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. I got to get a lot of stuff done, and we'll go back to some more Cyberpunk 2077 so we can conduct this review if we do proceed with that. Thanks for watching.